I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Stroud gonna tuck this one on the zone read. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. He dropped for the loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
On the option, they give it to Mixon. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down forthcoming. From the gun, here's Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Dolphins come out on offense, and the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He led the NFL a year ago in passing yardage. Hard to believe this is season 5 already from Alabama. Greg, Tua, 26 years old, and his time is now.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Tua now on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Now the second-year man, Devon Achane. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. That's Henry To'o on the tackle. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Texans offense going to take over now for the second time. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead. See if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Mixon. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. To throw is Stroud. And that is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be 4th down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
On the return, here's Washington. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Dolphins offense ready for their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. From the gun, here's Tua. That's to Waddle again. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
They'll toss it here to Achane. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed, and he's tracked down behind the line.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Tua. The second down throw is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. Catch me. That's Woods. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now Stroud. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing. I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage, or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll run with Mixon, and that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Stroud. He pulls it in around the 5. And he finds a seam and takes it down to the 3. They'll try to run this one in. And he will power his way into the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans take a 10-3 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, Malik Washington. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Dolphins offense headed back to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Play action. Tagovailoa. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. That's Will Anderson, the defensive rookie of the year, in there to record the sack.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
A shotgun snap for Tua. That's complete. He's got OBJ. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing is Tua. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and fourth down is coming up.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Here's Jake Bailey now. And he's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. Texans offense ready to take over once again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Dell motioning over. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. Open man downfield. It's Nico Collins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
We talk so much about starting fast and then trying to sustain that throughout the course of the game. That's exactly what they're doing here. They've got the early lead, but they're not content to just sit on the ball. They're looking to extend it. Nice start here to this drive. Once they cross midfield, then it goes into go mode. You're trying to come away with points every single time you have the ball. It's a good way to start this game here in the first quarter.
2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 7. A tight end in motion now. 2nd down, and here's a run, and here's Mixon. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. 10-3 is our score. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They'll run here with Mixon. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on 1st down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4-down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
On 2nd and goal, here's the zone read. And he will do it himself. He's in. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Houston. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? and they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Texans move out in front by the score of 17-3. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Washington now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. In motion comes Beckham. A play fake. Now 2 to throw. That's taken in by Achane.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Tua will give it to Achane, and he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down. Tua gonna throw. Now a screen set up for Achane. And he is very close to the 1st down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the 1st down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to take over once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. To the left side, and caught by Schultz.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They will work the middle with Mixon. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Javon Holland up to make the tackle. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. Here's Tommy Townsend now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Dolphins offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll motion the tight end Smith. Once again, it's Achane. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Now Tua. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Considering you only need a few inches, I understand the thought process of putting that ball in the air on 3rd down. Let's see if you could take a shot, catch the defense in more run defense mode. But now you take that sack, put you in a 4th down where now you really have to decide how willing are you to be aggressive here to try to maintain this possession.
Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Texans offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Dell motioning over. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They'll run on 1st down with Mixon. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll go right back to Mixon. And they'll bring it inside the red zone. Finding space. Gain of 7. Inside the 20. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Stroud to throw. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Robert Woods, touchdown Texans. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Fairbairn, good on the point after. And the Texans extend to a 24-3 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense make their way out to take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
On 2nd down, here's Tungo Vailoa. That is caught right side by Beckham.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. On comes the punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. Here's a zone read to start the drive. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Mixon. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On 3rd down, here's a run by Mixon. And this is going to work out just fine. He's got the first down, a gain up to the 28-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On 2nd down, Stroud. Throw across his body is complete.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Houston. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Hill brought in motion. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And he will score. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. He's got it. And the Dolphins are able to cut into the deficit. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Here's Pierce for the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route. He creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. It is a big-time play for Houston. 31 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. A throw left side finds Dell. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
A 2nd down throw to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Tyreek Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll get this out to his running back. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. 3rd and long. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
To throw, it's Stroud. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield. 3rd down coming up.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try to set up the screen here. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Stroud. Brought in by the tight end, Schultz. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing is Stroud. He's got a receiver. That's Woods. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This from 40 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. Now a first down throw for Tua. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our halftime report. It was a terrific first half from the former Offensive Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The visitors' offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. First and 10. Throwing is Tua. To the outside, that's caught by Hill.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
From the gun, here's Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Throwing on third down, Tungo Vailoa. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on one or two of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Texans offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Now, Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
On 2nd down, Stroud will set up the screen here with Dell. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Stroud. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Dell motioning over. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's Stroud. He'll find his big target, the tight end Stover. 16-yard pickup on that one. 1st down for Houston.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
On the option, they give it to Mixon. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down.
pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
On the handoff, it's Mixon. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal. Stroud to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Washington now to return it. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Dolphins offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Now a stoppage here for an injured player. That's Jalen Waddle, who's in some discomfort. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
In motion comes Beckham. On 1st and 10, it's Achane. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line, and we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
And he is putting in the work, dancing inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 8.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
On third down, they'll go with A-Check. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. And they convert on third down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. That's caught by Smith on the right side.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Tua out quick. See what Tyreek can do. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Back to throw is Tua. That's into the hands of Smythe, the tight end. A gain there of 11. First down, Miami.
3rd and inches, you're thinking the tight ends are on the field to block for the back or the quarterback, but not here. Nice setup here, playing to the tendencies of their offense, and they come away with a nice completion.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. On the ground is H.A. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Tua. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Now, after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. On play action, Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
A run here with Mixon. He'll get this ahead for about 3. It was Zach Sealer in on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And he will go all the way. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans will extend this 3rd quarter lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Tua going to give it to Achane. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
He'll get this out wide, and he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Achane. He'll get about 3. And that's going to lead to 3rd down. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Hill brought in motion. And the rush gets there. He'll be tracked down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Texans offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. That'll be taken in by Mixon. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. To the left side, and caught by Schultz. He's still on his feet. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
Well, this is the epitome, Mike, of short throw, long run. Everyone talks about the importance of these explosive plays. And, of course, a lot of them come through the passing game, but you don't always have to throw the ball deep downfield for a big gain. We're seeing more and more of these wide receivers in the NFL that with the ball in their hands, they turn into running backs.
From the gun, here's Stroud. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans stretch things out even further. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. In motion comes Beckham. On the handoff, this is Achane. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Jimmy Ward that time shuts it down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A play fake. Now 2 with a throw. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
They'll run with Achane. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
Well, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch right there, and that's something that every offense stresses. The ability to be equally effective run and pass on any given snap. They follow up the successful pass play with a big explosive run.
2 and out on 1st down. The throw on the run is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Hill brought in motion. And a nice defensive play there coming through to make the play in the backfield. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Tua. He's got it at about the 8. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Gain of 12 and a 1st down. They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Here's Achane. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Hill brought in motion. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. Not able to stay in. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be a loss of a couple of yards on that one.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll run with Achane. And the defense rallies to the ball, brings him down at the 5. It's 4th down. They snap it to Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. They roll the dice, 4th and goal, but they're going to wind up being turned away by the defense. The Texans offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. They'll go right back to Mixon. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is Tua. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's over the middle, caught by Tyreek. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And he will score. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are able to edge a bit closer. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, here's Sims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Texans offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Here's a toss, right side to Mixon. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Dell motioning over. He'll go. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
The Texans set to punt this one away. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Dolphins offense back onto the field for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Tua. He finds his tight end, that's Smythe. And he gets run out of bounds, a short pickup, but it's good enough for a 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. Now, H.A. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Here's 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. Play action. Tagovailoa. This is caught at the 2. And he's got another one. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Touchdown here in the 4th quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the 4th quarter.
Now, here's the Dolphins and Tua going for 2. In motion, it's Waddle. Go with their fullback trying to get it. And he gets into the end zone for the 2. So it's not over yet. It's back to a 2-score game.
Nothing fancy here. This was old school throwback smash mouth football, and they're able to pick up the 2-point play.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, here's Sims. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Now, faking the give. And he's not going to get away. They track him down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
On 2nd down, Stroud. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down, sack. 2nd down, big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On play action, Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Looking downfield, he's got Schultz, the tight end. And out of bounds, but in business. They're going to have it first and goal inside the 5. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. A pickup of 44 yards. And that last throw will be the one that does it. He has now set the NFL record, most passing yards in a single game. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. They'll run here with Mixon. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal. A tight end in motion now. Again, it'll be Mixon. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3. Third and goal. They'll try and run with Mixon. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Washington now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Dolphins offense headed back to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Now it's Tua. There's that man again. Another catch.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Tua. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's complete to Smith. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Here's two. That's taken in by Achane.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and long. Now Tua. That is caught! And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Tua going to throw. That is caught side of the end zone. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. Well, Greg, really down to the point where every possession they need to score, and they get a touchdown here to stay alive.
Mike, I like what I'm seeing out of this team. They find themselves down big late, but there's no quit. They're continuing to fight back, and they got a chance to make this one a 2-possession game here late.
Now, here's the Dolphins, and Tua going for 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. Inside the 40.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
There's Nico Collins and his Texans teammates getting set for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. First and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Texans first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
They bring a tight end in motion left. They'll run on first down with Mixon. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. The give to Mixon from out of the pistol. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down. On the ground, it's Mixon. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. This is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And make it a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Texans are able to extend the lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Washington now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense and Tyreek Hill heading back on the field. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. That's caught downfield by Waddle. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 43 yards.
I love these crossing routes, Mike. Not only do they put so much stress into the deep layers of the defense, but they really allow the wide receivers to run with the ball after the catch. We just saw a great example why, and it led to a huge chunk play.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's got it at the 7. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it'll lead to a second and goal.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
One last throw here for Tua. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So it's a win here for the Texans.